everybody. Welcome to Lump Vision. I go by the names Lump, D-Lump, or LV. It doesn't matter which one you want to call me, I'll respond to any of them. Today's video, I just want to talk about something I've been seeing for a long time. It's always been something that it was kind of strange to me. So lately I've been looking at a lot of barbering videos on YouTube, trying to kind of get some tips and stuff like that. I have been to the barber a couple times. He did a great job, but he just didn't give me exactly what I was looking for. And that's not his fault, because he's new to me. I'm a new client. And of course we're going to try to figure out exactly what I want. But what happens is, in the midst of trying to figure out what I want exactly, we don't get on the same page, and then I have to kind of I don't want to say start over, but whatever process I was doing, I have to start over. So what I'm trying to achieve gets delayed. So I said it before, but I've really been trying to do my own barbering, and at least the beard stuff, the back of the neck and under the neck, that's really simple stuff. But to kind of do the back of the neck, like I said, that's easy, this is easy, but the lines, here and the mustache and all that, I really try to work on that. So I'm going to be doing that a lot more. So like I said, I've been watching a lot of barbering videos, even barbers who do this. These guys, they have a lot of subscribers, they have a lot of views, they're great barbers, their lines and everything's super sharp. They do a great job. But to me, this is a full disclaimer, this is my opinion only. I'm not saying that you need to do this or whatever, but this is my opinion on what I think the ideal beard looks like. And I've said it before, the ideal beard for me is high lines here, low lines here, and to keep it natural. So here's where I think barbers mess up. So let me get a little close to you. I'm going to be looking in the mirror to try to show you what I'm talking about. So once again, I'm still learning and trying to perfect the craft of barbering. So, and you can also see that I'm trying to maximize the coverage of my beard, right? So to me, it's not so much about length. Here, let me back up a little bit. It's not so much about length. It's more about coverage to me personally. If you have great coverage, even if your beard is short, that to me is what makes you have a dope beard, not so much the length. So once again, high lines, low necklines, and on the side, it kind of has, I don't know if I can get to you, there's a natural curve, right? There's a natural curve to the back. So here's where I think barbers mess up. It's mainly here. So it's mainly here. My skin just a little inflamed. I did my shape up today. So it's mainly here. So even if guys have great coverage up here on the cheek lines, where I see barbers, and I don't know if it's the barber just being a barber or the client is requesting this. Right here. I don't know if you can, right here. I hope you can get all that hair. All that hair gets cut off because I see barbers create the jawline right at the jaw. And to me, that crushes your beard because it takes away from the coverage. You can still have the great coverage here, but this crushes the coverage right here. This is a lot of hair to me that it makes your beard look full, right? Cut this, that takes away from the fullness. If your hair grows in here at all, if it's kind of gone, I understand kind of shaping this up. But if you have hair in here, that's more coverage, that's more skin that can be covered with hair. Try not to get that cut out. Mustache, like my mustache, I get pretty good, decent coverage up here. But what I see is where you can kill it is where my mustache, I'm not going to have a bearded existence mustache. It's not going to happen. I've tried. It's just not going to happen. So this is probably about as long as it's going to get, but coverage, right? On the lip. I just barely like just this exposed. If my mustache was longer, I probably wouldn't even touch that too much. But right here, I'll see barbers go up a whole inch and have, this much of the top lip exposed, which to me takes away from the coverage, which kills you maximizing your beard. So, like I said, I don't know if barbers just do this just because that's the way they think it should look, or if the client is requesting it. But I've seen it over and over and over again with great barbers, but they just kill dudes' beards by chopping into here. You know, neck beard, like if my beard wasn't so curly under here, I probably wouldn't shave this at all. I would just let it go and it will be covered by my beard cascading. But as you can see, it's really curly under here. So it doesn't do that, right? So the length is there. It just doesn't drop. You see it? I'm not pulling my skin. This is hair. Just see? It goes up, and eventually, if I let it go, it's going to keep curling up. So, yeah, fellas, just be very, very specific when you're talking to your barber. If you're trying to maximize your coverage, even if you're doing it yourself, if you're someone who likes me, who thinks a really great beard is mainly the coverage, not so much the length, of course, the health and all that stuff, but we're just talking about style-wise, get your coverage as high as you can on your cheek lines and as low as you can on your neck and your jaw. Once again, if you're like me and it gets super curly under here, you can only go with so far down, because I've had it before. I'm not going to try to find the picture, but you know what? I'll try to find it. If I can, I'll show you. When I trimmed my beard, I was in the midst of growing my neck beard, and my chin was longer, so it would cover it. But when I trimmed my beard, my neck beard was like down here, and it just looked absolutely crazy because there's nothing to cascade down to cover it. So that's it. I just want to reiterate once again, if you are trying to maximize the coverage of your beard, you or your barber, try not to chop. Try to do like 2 fingers maybe. Maybe 2 fingers from your jawline. That's about it. That's about where my side of my beard, more like, you know, like the neck and the side. It's about that 2 finger length. And back here, don't make a straight line down because you're killing the natural shape and the coverage of your beard. And try not to have I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth, but try not to go straight. See, right through here, there's hair right here that I'm not touching, right? And if you look at the homies, one thing we all have in common, any other beard cave, one thing we all have in common is a lot of coverage, because we understand that cutting the natural lines, cutting into the natural lines kills the coverage. And I could be wrong, but like I said, when I look at all of our beards, that's the one thing we have in common is a lot of coverage. So yeah, man, that's it. I hope that helps. A lot of times I get questions with barbers and or comments that, hey, my barber messed up my beard or whatever. Just you guys try your best to get on the same page, and just, if anything, just have them inch, and you can't grow it back. You can always take more off if you don't like it, but just try to have him take his time and have him inch or whatever, and not just, all right, I got you, man, just, you know. So it happens because these guys, they're professionals. Their brains are just like anybody else's brain. You get so caught into doing the same thing over and over and over, it's almost like they don't hear you. It's just muscle memory. All right, I got you, man. And then, you know, next thing you know, you're starting over. So, but that's it. I hope this helps. You know, if not, I'm sorry. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for coming to check me out. I'd like to give a big shout out to all of my subscribers, old and new, and everybody who comes by and watches my channel. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know later.